Jerry Fast Feet Fontanez, who now has his headquarters on 1717 Broadway, grand opening May 14th. It's my 5th location, first one being in the Bronx, Zariga section. And I guess the story is watching the 007 movies and the Bruce Lee movies like everybody else did, I guess, in the late 60s. The Avengers, that was my first interest in martial arts when I seen Mrs. Pugh chopping somebody in the neck. And also when Maxwell Smart, I think Agent 99 was chopping people. After that, I had an opportunity to train with all the Kung Fu Joes around the block who knew 2 or 3 hand-to-hand combat techniques and taught me in basements and rooftops, and then eventually I had a chance to go to Taekwondo school. Now it was back in 1976 that I officially went to an official school, even though back then I already had the full split and I kicked the Bruce Lee flying side kick and spinning hook. I was probably one of the top fighters in the schoolyard, kicking people in the back when they couldn't see it. But that's basically it as far as my first interest in the martial arts. The first school that I opened, I started this crazy idea called New York's Finest Karate Academy. This was this idea that I had, and I had a chance to get a black and white photo, put it on a piece of paper, Xerox it, stencil out New York's Finest Karate Academy, and borrow 3 times a week a Head Start. One of those little Head Start centers for 3-, 4-year-olds. So like that, we had to clean the floor and then train martial arts. And I had an opportunity to be exposed to Anthony Robbins, Les Brown, and a number of other motivational speakers. Top coaches like Pat Riley and John Wooden, Coach John Wooden. And basically, I believe in modeling, following what's successful. Like people have emulated me in areas, I've emulated some of the top people in the non-martial arts field. So that's where the high energy comes from. You know, the stomping comes from football, and the clapping comes from Tony Robbins, who's a very successful, success-conditioned coach. And it works where Fontanez Karate Success System is an applicable system in any endeavor. It doesn't really matter. So the kicking and punch is the easy part. A lot of goal setting involved in it. So I implemented that into a karate team, and it's worked really well. Now there's quite a few teams now who have followed it, and the energy level is a lot higher. I got bored easily. That's what happened. I said, hey, I'm going to have a good time. So instead of just being in the tournaments and, you know, get ready for my fight, I would just turn around, put myself into the proper state, have the children next to me give me high fives, and before you know it, I had a fan club. I mean, I have a fan club that's doing really well. Just got back from England, doing the seminar there, getting ready to go to Italy. You know, having a good time, enjoying my life.
About 6 years ago, I was in the Bronx school with my brother, and I was sitting down, and he also takes karate. He's a black belt. He was nicknamed Spike. Mr. Fontanez looked at me, and he just kept on saying, you look like a China doll. When you join, one day I'm going to name you China doll. And I refused to join. And finally, when I did join, because Mr. Fontanez persisted that I join, he said he can see me doing this, or he'd make fun of me. He just said he'd call me China doll. From then on, I've been called China doll. Kids come off the streets, and they don't know where they're going, and they come into the karate school, and it's like a whole different world to them. And he says, stomping energy, go, and it puts them into a different state. They're in a different level. They forget where they're at, and they just motivated to do just specifically karate. And it's nothing like basketball or baseball. In order to do karate, you have to be in a different state of mind. You have to remember that what you're doing is to help yourself focus on what you want in the future. It helps you obtain your goal successfully and whatever you want. So I think it's great. For example, right there, you heard Senior Ephraim yell. It's a different state. You just let it all out. You can go crazy if you want. You can do whatever you want on the floor. We use the concept called fake it until you make it. Just do whatever you want. I think it helped me shape my life into what I want to do. And it's helped me build a lot of confidence in myself. I feel that with whatever challenge I have to take on, I can do it basically because of karate. It helped me believe that whatever I want, I can get if I stick to it.
What I've noticed is with Master Fontanez style, Fontanez Karate, it gives you specific affirmations that you can apply towards any endeavor in life, whether it's in school, because I also attend school. So there are many affirmations. For example, winners never quit, quitters never win, I choose to be a winner. That's part of our student creed, and we embed that into our students, so when they're faced with tough situations or challenges, they can apply these affirmations to help them along. Basically, what Mr. Fontanez teaches us is if the lead dog isn't motivated, then the rest of the pack is going to be motivated also. So before the class can get energized and motivated, the staff member or the instructor or the team has to be motivated. So I have to make sure I'm motivated to help the other people. We do that simply by feeling good. Yes, the techniques, one that you saw earlier was called follow the leader. Master Fontanez originated that because many times when you're explaining things over and over and over again, people don't really understand. So when you demonstrate and you lead by example, getting back to that whole affirmation, leading by example, the students are able to pick up a little faster, and it makes it easier on the instructor where he doesn't have to talk all day and lose his voice. You understand? So it's more of a just follow me and have fun.
The message is, Jerry Fontanez grew up in the South Bronx via Spanish Harlem. If he can be on Broadway, anything is possible. I basically mind my business, meaning that whenever someone has something negative to say about me or any idea that I have, I mind my business. So mind your business, you won't get hurt, you can achieve and live all your dreams, and even though people may not be completely with you 110%, I guarantee in the future, those people will come and ask you for a job as long as you're able to keep your focus on your goals. Anything is possible. The luckiest man